Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is the first video I have put together, and it's a review of the Hong Kong cult classic Full Contact, directed by Ringo Lam, starring Chow, Anthony Wong, and Bridgewater, Simon Yam, Bonnie Fu and Frankie Chin. It was released in 1992. The story follows Go Fei, played by Chow, who's a bouncer in a Bangkok nightclub. He lives with his nightclub dancer girlfriend Mona, played by Anne Bridgewater, planning to get married. They want to live together happily ever after. But his best friend Sam, played by Anthony Wong, is in trouble with a loan shark. Sam needs to pay his debt and takes part in a heist with his cousin Judge, played by Simon Yam, who's this homosexual, madman, homicidal maniac who kills for fun alongside with his equally homicidal crazy crew Virgin, played by Bonnie Fu, a woman who's in constant heat, and her boyfriend Dino, who's like a muscle-bound meathead, played by Frankie Chin. Now, during this heist, Sam is forced to double-cross Go Fei. He's left for dead and also crippled by Judge, who cuts off his fingers from his right hand. A family of innocent people gets murdered in the process, with a young girl left with third-degree burns. Sam becomes a cold-hearted gangster, ends up dating Mona, whilst Go Fei, on the other hand, decides to train his other hand, takes revenge on the gang. I thought the movie was a fun, yet trashy, ultra-violent exploitation grindhouse tribute to The One-Armed Swordsman, which is a Hong Kong classic from the 60s, starring Jimmy Wang Yu, directed by Chong Shi, which was released by Shaw Brothers. And this was more just taking that kind of story of a man who's crippled, left for dead, decides to train and come back and set everything right. And Chow is pretty good in this movie. He's more or less, this is the most anti-hero role that he has played in his career. Very much, because he's not a bad person, but is taking part in bad activities, even though it's not by his own choice. And so you don't really feel sympathy for many of the characters in this. They're not like very likable people. And especially when it comes to the bad guys, such as Judge. I thought Simon Yam was incredible in this film as Judge, who openly flirts with Chow in some of the scenes. I don't know how they did it with a straight face. I mean, I could see that at one point, maybe at some point in this film, when during those exchanges on screen, I could tell that Simon Yam and Chow maybe wanted to laugh, but they managed to hold it in. Anthony Wong was interesting because his character, you see like a metamorphosis from being this placid, meek, mild-mannered person who's not exactly much of a threat to this really cold-hearted, savage, without any remorse type of person. Bonnie Fu was really fun as a character called Virgin, who's just nothing but a virgin. She's constantly in heat and would probably have sex with anyone on the spot. It's just absolutely crazy. You could tell she was having a lot of fun making this movie, and so were some of the other actors. I mean, some of the violence can be a bit, you know, I don't know. It's just unsettling, very unsettling at times. I mean, Ringo Lam had this kind of really good knack in terms of, he had a knack of portraying violence in a very gritty, brutal, nihilistic way. But yet it actually looked good on screen. I mean, it's not like it was unbearable to watch as opposed to watching something from like a Park Chan-wook film, or even some of Miike Takashi's movies like Audition or Ichi the Killer. But this is like just kind of seems brutally realistic, but at the same time grim and stylish. It's kind of a mix, nothing like John Woo's movies that Chow had done. This I mean, this is probably one of the most extreme movies that Ringo Lam has made, especially in comparison to his On Fire days, films that he did like City on Fire, Prison on Fire, and School on Fire, and also, well, he did Burning Paradise as well, but that was a different type of movie. But overall, this film was good. I mean, it was fun. Now, the release I have this film is the 2004 or 5, I think it was, the Hong Kong Legends DVD. It hasn't been released on Blu-ray in the UK. I know Media Asia or Fortune Star, they have released a, I think it's a Region A Blu-ray of this, which I don't know if it's any good or not. I haven't heard much about it, but with the case of a lot of these coincidentally Chow and Fat movies, such as the ones with John Woo, his Ringo Lam movies, they all seem to be in distribution rights hell when it comes to the UK or any US or English-speaking language territories. Because, I mean, you can get a 4K restoration of A Better Tomorrow, but the soundtrack is altered with new sound effects, etc. And in terms of from what I heard about the City on Fire Blu-rays by Fortune Star, that's just it seems like just an upscale. There's nothing really, just not a really good release. But this was for a DVD. This was pretty good. You had an audio commentary, which is really interesting, by Bay Logan and also Gary Daniels, who was in the movie City Hunter with Jackie Chan. And you got like kind of like a behind the scenes look at some how they make Hong Kong gunplay sequences. You got interviews with Simon Yam and Frankie Chin, and it was pretty good. And yeah, definitely a really good release. The quality was really good, even on a HD TV. The DVD, I would say a lot of Hong Kong Legends DVDs do tend to hold up. Their quality seems to be pretty high in terms of their standard. And yeah, I mean, I hope this does get a UK Blu-ray release. I mean, we got Wild Search on Blu-ray. I'm hoping this comes out on Blu-ray in the UK. But I'm not really holding my breath for that. And yeah, I'd give this movie a 4 out of 5. Thank you for watching. This is my first video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave comments. Let me know what you thought of this film, if it's any good or not. What was your take on it? And yeah, please subscribe, and see you on the next one.